Konami!
Gotta get the story.
Okay. Princess Flora, we're under attack! Here, take this thing that the enemy wants, and then let yourself get captured. Off you go now!
It looks like he's pushing her towards it.
He is!
Like,
He's waving by, he's like, if we give the enemy what they want, they'll leave us alone, right?
Here we go.
Surely someone will save my daughter. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Set up.
Boop.
And we want hard mode so we can get Evermarie thing. Before you read, I just want to... Hello everyone and welcome to take 2 of this. By the way, if you will stare at the background, you'll see the first boss flying off. I'll try to get a zoom in on that. Future me.
So we've quintupled the quality, the bitrate?
Yeah.
Yeah, we've quintupled the bitrate, so...
Don't mind me, I'm just abusing the new rolling attack to basically cheese this level.
Yeah. Do I need to start a counter for how many times you say the word cheese today? Because I swear you've said it like 20 times so far.
I have just. Rocket boost do 6 damage. Rolling attack does 5 damage. My sword beams do 3 damage. The sword does 4 damage.
Monkey!
Anyways, you can read the story now.
Okay. Okay, so the story of Sparkster.
SNES.
Yes, SNES Sparkster.
Snarster.
The kingdom of Egenisem, sure, why not? A land inhabited by possums is under attack by an army of wolf soldiers, which also kidnap Princess Flora. Sparkster the Rocket Knight is out to battle this threat, rescue the princess, and save his kingdom from certain destruction.
This isn't his
This
kingdom.
isn't his kingdom, though.
His kingdom is Zebulos.
His nemesis, the rival Rocket Knight Axel Gear, is aiding the invading forces, making Sparkster's task even more dangerous. The player's goal...
Oh my god! Axel Gear!
Yeah, the player's goal is to battle through all the enemy warriors and robots, defeat Axel Gear, and infiltrate the enemy's battleship, where the wolves' leader, Generalissimo Lioness... What a name. Is planning to... I'm sorry, I gotta say it. Generalissimo Lioness.
Yes.
Wow. Is planning to launch a warhead to destroy planet and Egenisem. Sure, that word.
The planet is supposed to be called Elhorn. I'm just gonna say that maybe some of the translation wasn't as, one point. Some consider this game to be non-canon. Can't possibly imagine why.
Wow, it's not like it's a different princess and a different named stuff, occasionally. I'm gonna fist you so hard, Sparkster!
Ow. Oh, daggone it. Stupid... Ow. How am I bouncing off of you and not... It's a lot of slowdown. I did this in one try last time.
Yes, you did. Kinda makes me wish we had the settings set properly then.
This boss is annoying. He's actually one of the harder ones. The thing is, in the original Rocket Knight adventures, the bosses all followed a set pattern, but in this game they do not. In Rocket Knight Adventures 1, every boss did the exact same thing every time you fought them, no matter the difficulty setting or what. If you fought them once and memorized what they did then, you will know exactly everything they will ever do.
Wow.
And when they're going to do it, too. This level only appears if you're playing on normal or hard. Or very hard. So I just busted through that, but there's another way you can go. Normally when you end a rocket boost, you fall and you can't do anything, but you are invincible during that fall. But if you use the RL rolling attack, you can get out of that state. And then you can charge, and during that you can charge up another rocket boost, so you can chain them together to pretty much fly through levels.
Yeah.
As I've shown. The only thing is, though, is that there's a hidden stat called, I think it's called Endurance, or... I'm not sure what exactly it's called. Exhaustion. That's what it's called. There's a hidden exhaustion stat where if you abuse the rolling attack too much, he will just be unable to do it. How much exhaustion one rolling attack takes, I think, is randomized. So if you keep doing it, you will exhaust Sparkster.
Huh.
I wish I had known about this game when I was a kid, because I played the original Rocket Knight Adventures quite a bit on my dad's Genesis anytime I would visit him on the weekends. For those who don't know, my parents were divorced since I was like 2, and I grew up thinking it was normal to visit one's dad on the weekends. Hey, when you're that young, and that's...
You don't really know.
Yeah. I thought people that lived with both parents seemed weird. Well, not that they were weird, that it was weird to live with both parents.
Huh.
Well, you know, because that's what you grow up with. That's what you're used to.
Yeah.
Watch out for these smashers, and we've already seen these things.
Oh gosh.
They will roll. You know what? I still have the footage from the last attempt. I'm just going to show that on screen now. What happens, and I will not demonstrate that live.
Yeah, I liked what we said there. What you said there too. It was like, all right, so these things will squish you flat and you'll come out like a pancake, and then like a few seconds later,
I land right in front of one and it just sucks me in. I've said it before. I'll say it again. That mini boss right there reminds me of Sonic, specifically the Wing Fortress Zone or Flying Battery Zone. Either one will do. Okay. There's like no indication which is which. Alright, I'm gonna make a quick save. Actually, I'll make it here. If you strike this bubble, you'll get a randomized slot.
apple.
That was a half an apple. That gives you even less health back.
Yeah.
I've been caught red possumed.
Yep.
Come on down to Red Possum. It's like the redneck version of Red Lobster.
Red possum. You know they must have been super proud of this. You can go behind the screen and you'll see a silhouette. No one's thought of doing that in gaming. We're so original.
Well, I mean, they have reflective pools of lava in the original game.
Oh, yeah.
Which they redid the reflective effect in this game for the first level, the water, that you never got to see.
Oh, I remember this guy.
This can either be like one of the easiest or hardest bosses in the game.
Huh.
Depending on what because he picks up shit on the conveyor belt with his hands and then uses them.
Right.
Sometimes you can get really lucky and he'll get like nothing to really work with. Other times he'll get like really good shit to work with.
He's like, oh yeah, the good shit. Give me the... Oh no!
I love that. Yeah!
I'm on fire!
It makes an M.
Hey, M for Mark.
M for Mike.
And it blew up. Ugh, I'm gonna get something to eat after this one.
Should have ate before we recorded like I did.
I did. I'm hungry again.
Wow. This level! So this level turned our bit rate to shit rate the last time we rated the rate.
We've tested the recording, and after quintupling the bit rate, it seems to be better. So let's hope it is. I'm not gonna be here for another one of these.
Yeah, I think I'll show the original footage and show how bad it got.
Yeah, ugh.
I mean, yeah, I've put up videos with shit bitrate before, but those were like from like multi-part series where I've already saved after the recording, and the only way to do the part again would be to like play through the whole game to get back up to that point, and it's like, well, I'm not opposed to doing that per se. I like to save that for extreme circumstances.
Extreme!
I like how you said that when I rocket boosted. Oh man, there was a banana I could have gotten. Make a save state because I'm a little coward boy. Ow!
I just find it so weird that this and the Genesis Sparkster have the same box art.
And name, but in Japan, the Genesis game had the subtitle on the box art, Rocket Knight Adventures 2, which is still on the title screen for the Genesis game.
Yeah.
And YouTube even recognizes them as separate games.
This is just freakish. I wish there was named better. Actually, you know what's funny? They They honestly could have called one of them Sparkster 3 and Sparkster 2. And it probably...
Sparkster 3?
I mean, yeah, because they're two different games.
But the first Rocket Knight Adventures wasn't called Sparkster.
Oh, yeah. But it's clearly in the same series. So, it should have just been called Rocket Knight Adventures 1 and Rocket Knight Adventures
2.
2 and 3!
Or Rocket Knight Adventures 1, Rocket Knight Adventures 2, and then just Sparkster.
Yeah.
How about that?
Yeah. Like the Genesis one, did they really have to call that Sparkster?
No, they didn't.
They shouldn't have called it Sparkster. That was stupid.
You know what else is stupid? This boss.
Yeah, you seem to be doing a pretty good job of fighting it.
This is one of those... This game has a lot of bosses that can either go really well or really poorly, depending on how things work out. Looks like he's gonna give me a good... Oh, I wonder if I can... Yes! Notice my health!
Oh, whoa!
You can actually die on this boss fight and still win, because when you're in your death animation, you can still control the bird.
Well, at least you got to show...
And it doesn't even glitch it out.
Well, at least it showed... At least you got to show that, right?
Yeah, I wanted to show that last time, but it didn't happen for me. I had a better boss fight, and I was like, damn it. I fought him too well.
Honestly, once you get to that one boss fight, I don't know. I might stay for a little bit, and then, like...
What if I beat him in one trip? Because I have done that.
It's like, I'll, like, stay there, watch a few of your tries, and then I'll probably just go get something to eat while you're fighting, because I don't know how long that one's gonna take.
Ow.
Death Beam! It's almost like it was a bad idea for us to be here.
Well, they actually they duck, but you don't have to duck. I like the transparency effect on that beam. That's something the Super Nintendo was good at. It was a graphic thing that it could do where it could blend two or more graphic layers.
Yeah, but the funny thing is, it seriously just looks like a default gradient from Photoshop.
I like the transparency on it.
I'm not saying it's. What I'm saying is like for a game like this on this system, that's impressive. But the effect itself isn't really. You know what I'm saying?
It's kind of like for the time this was pretty cool, but
like
looking at it now,
it's like someone made a generic gradient in Photoshop.
you know what this whole conversation reminded me of?
What?
The Space Colony Arc conversation in Sonic Adventure 2.
Huh.
This is the first early spherical space colony. It was pretty advanced, but looking at it now...
Oh, yeah.
Now it's an abandoned arc, wouldn't you say? It's like, no shit.
I got BizHawk, I got Mega Man and Bass. I called him Bass again! I don't know.
I think it's Mega Man 8. Mega Man 8's voice acting has corruptified your brain hole.
But Mega Man and Bass! Also, I think Bass just sounds more pleasant to say for some reason. Like, easier to... I don't know, maybe it's just the sound of the A. Whatever. But,
Bass ass?
I have that ROM again. I have the emulator on my new computer.
I think you need to carry over the save state and then tell it, look in this area. I think you need to, like, transplant the save state.
Oh, yeah, that's right. Shit, I forgot about that.
I'm about to sink these bastards' battleship.
We're gonna fucking play some Yoshi after this recording, that's for sure.
Okay, there is a soft space right there. He's gonna fire one more wave beam shot, and then he's gonna attack me with his ball arms.
Here come the ball arms! He's like, oh no, my ball arms are in the wrong spot. Ball arms, get over to the right side, get him!
And then he jumps back over here. Alright, Sergeant Peppers.
Lonely Club, ah!
He blew up, dude.
Sergeant Pepper's Lonely Club of Death.
Sergeant Pepper's Lonely Death Club?
Yeah! Yes, points. Bonus.
Considering what General Pepper wears and the fact that he's named General Pepper, it's like they knew what they were doing. So now we're in Aladdin World.
Arabian at sunset.
And last recording session we mentioned that if it wasn't for Aladdin, Donkey Kong Country would probably not exist.
Oh yeah, some of these blocks look like Tetris pieces. I think they got them all actually. If you look in the right spots, I think you can find the line block, the L block.
All right, so remember this whole thing?
I remember this.
This is the reverse room. All my controls are reversed, including the button. So I'm pressing the attack button right now, and then this is the jump button. R sends me L, L sends me R.
Fun. Just makes me think of... Actually, not even K. Rool was that bad. I think he just reversed your directions.
Yeah. Then you have this room here. Like, I know how to get to where I need to go really easily. But there's a lot of, like, really cool... That's actually where... I think that's actually where I'm supposed to go. Yep, it is. I don't want to go where I need to go yet.
I don't want to go where I need to go.
I don't want to go where I'm supposed to go now. I want to show off more of these rooms.
I think I'm too used to Castlevania. I keep expecting you to get stuff out of those torches.
Oh, this is another Konami game.
Oh yeah.
And then this room here.
You know, I have a problem where, like, sometimes I'll just randomly say something that Capcom made was made by Konami and something that Konami made was made by Capcom. Because they're both Japanese game developers that were making games around the same time, and their names start with a K.
What about the little-known company Capnami or Cocom?
Okay, that's just even more confusing.
I just made this up.
Yeah, I figured.
I think I've shown off all of them.
Jeez. Tetris would actually be a nightmare to play with these pieces. For one thing, there's way too many of them. Oh, though I kind of like those little blocks that take up one spot. That would be interesting.
But the thing about Tetris is every block is four spots.
Yeah. Oh, that was unpleasant, and you're dead.
Oh, well, whatever. I got extra lives to spare. And this just puts me right back here. So, I know where I have to go.
Yeah. Oh, you know what? I think I talked about something the last time we recorded this, about the Super Nintendo Aladdin. How basically, you could argue that every single level in SNES Aladdin was,
Based on the movie, except for the pyramid level?
Yeah, there's just a random pyramid, like Abu goes missing and there's a random pyramid. We gotta find Abu, he's in the pyramid, and it's like, this didn't happen in the movie.
Yeah, and I mentioned how I think the Genesis game in many respects is a better game, except the bosses are lame. But in many respects, the Genesis game is kind of a better video game, but the Super Nintendo game is a better Aladdin game. Because the character feels more, I don't know, in character.
Yep. Oh no, it's the spiky guys! I like how they walk around.
By the way, it's the most pointless secret room. There's nothing
there.
It's a nothing! Sponge takes the nothing.
It's the nothing! Watch out!
Ah! Okay, that's a speedrunning trick. Normally you have to kill two things supporting that pyramid, but if you kill one, you can, like, rocket boost one through and then kind of, like, abuse your, rolling attack to get through.
It's like, oh no, it's the nothing! Fantasia is in danger! Roll, roll, roll. Ow! No! Roll, roll. Ow! No! Roll. Ow! Ah! I'll take more hearts than it should have. Hey, look! Bats.
Will you stop saying that? That's becoming an inside joke.
Yeah. I think the board skeleton is an inside joke.
Yeah?
I mean, seriously, his origin was from practically the beginning of our channel.
You know, I was thinking, like, man, so many... Okay, so,
Whoa,
you know Vine Sauce?
Yeah. Ow! Get off the spikes!
Isn't Vine Sauce the guy who would do those corruption videos?
I think so. Ow!
Well, he also streams, he also does gameplay streams. Where was my last save state?
There.
Okay.
Good, you can show how to do this properly. Good job.
Whoops.
Well, I was about to say, maybe you should make a save state after you got past that part. Never mind. You did it so flawlessly, and then...
Trying to get up there is tricky as fuck.
Everything went to hell.
In a handbasket. So, Vinny created this, like, Mario character he calls Sponge.
Uh-huh.
Who supposedly, like, sucks up all the He sucks up all of the sadness and despair from the Mario universe, which is why Mario's universe is super happy.
Yeah.
And someone made a game that's basically full of Vinny in-jokes from his streams. It's a ROM hack of Mario World called Mario's Mystery Meat.
Yeah.
You play as Sponge.
Damn it! Spikes. You were doing pretty well up until these spiky parts.
Yeah, Spikes are kind of bastards like that.
I'm sure Spectre would agree with you.
I'm sure Mega Man would agree with me too. Make a side stick. No, okay, hold that. What the hell is that? I bounced and then hit the triangle as it was.
There you go, you're finally out.
So yeah, Mario's Mystery Meat. It's filled with a bunch of in-jokes for Vinny. I first came across it when a channel called Blue TV Games played it, and they didn't get any of the references. But it's a really well done ROM hack. They put an Earthbound battle in there, in Mario World. They put they put music from Chrono Trigger in there. They put a level from UN Squadron in there.
Wow.
Where you're flying when Yoshi. And when you beat the level, Sponge is like, I'm not happy.
Stage clear.
Like, they put so much in there. This level also caused our bitrate to turn to shit rate.
Oh yeah, this level.
I don't even know why. This was the one where I was like, wait, what is it the gradient background? Elephant pot!
I give up!
If I knew which keys to press, I would do me so far, do me.
Yeah. But
That's a reference that only...
welcome, my friends, to the only level in the entire game where I say...
Why?
This should not be in a Rocket Knight game. What the fuck is this shit? Well, it's just... What? It's just a bunch of giant musical instruments. It's just a bunch of giant musical instruments? What?
You did that wrong.
Yeah.
It's just a bunch of giant musical instruments. What? It's just a bunch of giant musical instruments. What?
What, with bouncing wolf shrimp? What?
Okay, I've never even thought about the wolf shrimp. Well, I was just now, but I didn't say anything, and then you were like, bounce a wolf shrimp. I'm like, yeah, maybe we should address that.
Yeah, maybe they got the idea from Red Falcon from, Contra. But yeah, this level makes no fucking sense. Why would Sparkster end up in an area with giant musical instruments? Why? What is this?
And watch this. I love this. Can we just zoom in on that right there? Look at that.
That does not even look like his... It looks like someone took his head and they made it his body.
You can even see his little shoes.
That doesn't look like he's in a bubble. That looks like they...
I love his face. He's like, ugh.
Why is this happening to me?
It's like, I feel the bored skeleton's pain.
Also, does this look more like a, I don't know, like a Rystar level?
Rystar or Rayman, Raystar.
Hell,
Star.
Even Sonic, I'd be like, yeah, maybe Eggman's a big music guy. You don't know. Maybe he made this area. Sure, I'll believe it. I'll sure as hell believe it a lot more than I will that this would exist in a fucking Rocket Knight game!
So, you notice I made a save state at like a split, right?
Ah.
So I can show off both paths.
Right.
Though if I die, I go back to where that split was.
But seriously, what the fuck is this shit? Who thought this was fitting for a Rocket Knight game? Yeah, how did we do
this was done by a different team than the first game.
Okay.
Most of the people that worked on the first game either started working on Castlevania Bloodlines around this time, or had already left Konami to join Treasure.
Right.
Or make Treasure.
There sure are a lot of fantastic development companies that came from other development companies.
Yeah, the thing with Konami was that you could make a game in a series, and then they could hand the sequel off to a completely different team. You had no ownership or control over what you
Is that
made.
kind of what...
That's why Treasure exists.
Is that kind of similar to what Capcom did with Devil May Cry 2?
Yes, but at that point, that was because the, when they made Devil May Cry 2, the creator of Devil May Cry 1 had already left Capcom.
That was fast.
Yeah. I think that was after the closure, because he was also, I think, the creator of Beautiful Joe and, which explains so much.
Yeah.
Which explains Joe much. I would make a save state, but I have extra lives to spare.
Can we fight? What? Let me finish my playing.
I love how he just does this, like, kicking move. Why are you doing... He does the drill spin.
What is that? Mega Man's... What was it, a power kick? What was that dumb move called?
I think so, yeah.
It's like he's got Mega Man's power kick.
Except he can use it midair and do it downward.
Yeah.
He's also got that drill move that is in the Genesis Sparkster. And he still has the overhead sword swing slash from the first Rocket Knight.
Wow, okay, I see why you didn't make a save state.
Well, I had one. I had almost full health, but I was like, hey, if I die, I'll have full health.
Kind of like how I play Mega Man games.
I'm sorry. He was just tearing my possum a new possum hole. That made no sense. This music world existed so that we could have Axel on the organ.
Yeah.
There is actually a music world in Rystar, by the way.
Yeah. I think I remember that. I think that's why I said it.
And there's a music world in Rayman.
I wonder if there's a music world in Dynamite Heady.
Would not come the fuck on! There! You stupid asshole! Finally! Okay. Now that that's been dealt with, and all that waste of time of you getting a snack has been cut out. Of course, after you go get a snack, I beat him.
That clearly fit in that cannon. He just throws it in the cannon. Sparkster's like, okay, I'm ready, let's go. And he gets in the cannon and he throws this big thing on. I was like, oh, what the fuck? What the fuck, dude? What is this?
This, by the way, this song is a remix of the first level's theme.
These guys look like Gundams.
Yeah. At first, I would have said they were wolves in spacesuits, but then you see wolves riding missiles, and it's like, that is metal as fuck and makes no sense. Don't most metal as fuck things make no sense? True that, my boy man dude guy.
Laser.
Gotta look good for the lasers! I mean, wait, what?
Here come more lasers!
I'll try spinning. I hear that's a good trick.
Oh, gosh.
This is the other level that really caused the bitrate to be like...
Why do you think George Lucas decided to make Anakin a little kid?
Don't know.
Seems such a... I don't know, it just seems like a weird choice.
What I would have done is I wouldn't... Like, personally, what I would have done is I wouldn't even have had, like, Qui-Gon. I would have had Qui-Gon as Obi-Wan, and I would have had Obi-Wan as Anakin. And then there you wouldn't have Darth Maul killing one of them.
Yeah, there you go.
That's how I would have done it. Doesn't mean it would have been better, it's just a choice I would have made.
Yeah, because Qui-Gon kind of stole Obi-Wan's stuff in that first movie. It feels like stuff that Obi-Wan should have been doing. It was Qui-Gon. Apples!
Oh man, I missed a lot of those. Oh well, if I get to the boss and die, I'll start like really close to him, and then I can like probably get to him without losing health.
Nice.
Dun, 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 dun. Do 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 do. Dun 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 dun. It's shmuppin' time.
It's about shmuppin' time.
Ever hear about that time they try to put the Muppets in a shooter game and they called it the Shmuppets?
Wow. The sad thing is I almost believe
Yeah, I'm full of shit.
But then when you said what it was called, it's like, okay, that is definitely a joke.
Shmuppets in space!
The Muppet Party Cruise! Oh, God.
Okay, so the best way to damage him is if you whiff a punch and then and then follow it up immediately with another punch. That punch will do increased damage. I wasn't expecting to win there. I'm gonna try to get through this without taking any dabblage whatsoever, so I can get to him with full health.
Full health, foo.
Okay, nothing can actually hurt me from this point on, so I'm gonna just...
Open a warm one.
It actually ain't that warm. Vanilla Coke isn't half bad warm. I was thirsty.
Here we go with this shit. Rocket Knight boppers, less fun than a pillow fight.
Rocket Knight pop. Oh, maybe I can get lucky and take... Sometimes he just guards until I take out his hands, and then I'm like, I got this fight in the bag.
That has not happened during our recording so far. It takes so many hits to take out an arm. Ah! Hit the fucking thing! There it goes.
The hitbox is so weird for this, too. If I can just take out this arm here...
No, just take out the... No, 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 no!
Oh, come the fuck on now.
He was taunting you. He was like, hey, yeah, I'll let you take out an arm, and I'll fuck you up!
I almost took out the other arm. I just couldn't hit it.
Right out of the gate with that one.
No, 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 no. When I beat him, I was seriously just doing this. And I got lucky. I think I forced him into guarding by being overly offensive. Quick! Say more offensive things!
Yeah. Yes, burp in his face! This is the part where we can't get that other arm going. Then he does this. He always does
Oh,
this.
damn it! I accidentally quick-saved!
No. Excuse me? Were you?
I was shooting the whole time I was guarding. That's one move he doesn't have. I've never defeated him with the shot before.
Dude, you fucking lucked out. Holy shit. Well, I'm pretty sure you beat him a lot faster than last time. And dead.
I got spare lives, I can... I mean, the save state was at the... I said to duck, damn it! What the fuck, duck? The hell?
The hell was that?
I got hit and was, like, pushed into...
Still impressed by these missile effects. Like, seriously, that... Wow.
I'm gonna save state every time one passes me. Because they can insta-kill me with pinch. So it's like... I'm just frustrated at this point. I kept getting up too fast. I like how even the enemies will duck.
Yeah, that's a nice touch.
The people that worked on this game were talented. They knew what they were doing.
Kind of like the people that worked on Phantasy Star 4.
Daggone it. Yeah. I keep forgetting that you don't actually have a ducking attack. Whenever you attack, he gets back up.
It's like the people that made Phantasy Star 4 were like, okay, this makes no sense. Why would this be like this. Logically, this doesn't make any sense.
Daggone it. I keep forgetting that when I load state, I have to be holding the same button that I was holding when I made the state.
It's like, why would robots be, or androids or whatever, be healed by the same stuff? That doesn't make any sense.
That does not make sense.
It's like, oh, and can't you also, like, fight in your vehicle or something in that game? That's also cool.
It's like, why would you get out of your vehicle to fight? I mean, I could understand it if the vehicle didn't have any weapons, but it's like, this is like high-tech shit that... Just give the vehicle weapons.
I mean, come on. There were a lot of things in that game that are like, okay, this should be in like every RPG, or this should be in a lot of RPGs.
Almost sounded like you said art pits.
This should be in a lot of them. And there still are like no other RPGs that do this stuff. It's bullshit.
What about the fact that androids are immune to things like poison and sleep?
That's another thing that doesn't make any sense in some of these games. It's like they really thought this shit through, and I feel like a lot of these damn RPG developers are lazy when it comes to this sort of thing. Yeah, well, they're...
Imagine if they took it even further and, like, instead of the robots being immune to things, they had their own unique status ailments that only affected them. So, like, instead of poison, they have virus. Instead of sleep, you have shutdown.
Yeah, like, no one does this shit. And it's like, you RPG developers are lazy. You're just like, oh yeah, these affect all the characters the same way, even though one of them's a damn fucking robot.
Or think about, like, okay, think about Star Ocean. So, spoiler alert for anyone who hasn't watched our Star Ocean series. You know how, like, Raimi, for instance, has that thing where she can adapt to any illness and then, like, get better really, really fast, so things that would kill a normal person wouldn't kill her?
Uh-huh.
How come that's not implemented in game? How come she doesn't have a thing where she can, like, get rid of status ailments faster, or even ones that normally wouldn't be auto-recovered, like paralysis? How come she can't auto-recover from those?
Yeah, what the heck?
I mean, it would be one of, like, even just make it a skill. Just make it a skill that's unique to her, that only she can get, and then have it kind of be like, oh, that's an interesting, unique skill for Raimi. Why is she like that? And then once the plot reveals that thing about her, then it would be like, oh, that's why she has that. That makes sense.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But no, they don't even do that. They don't even work it into, like, their skill system.
The problem is, like, when RPGs developers make their, like, they get their games working, and they get specific things working for all the characters. And they don't want to, like, take the extra time to, like, make different things affect different characters differently. Even though it makes no fucking sense why a fucking android or something would...
Somebody tell me why Bacchus, he still has a organic brain, but it's tightly encased in a metallic shell. How is he getting poisoned?
That makes no sense. Come on now.
Come on, game developers, get it together.
Exactly.
Yes, I stole a joke from Ego Raptor, but let's be honest here. That sentiment makes so much sense.
Yeah.
And yes, this is full of lag, and this is very slow-paced and boring. And no, he can't really hurt me. Sometimes the lightning can hit me, but it rarely ever happens. Oh, like that. I couldn't jump because of the lag. I was holding down the jump button, and Sparkster would not jump because the lag was...
Wow, you can get hit. I didn't believe it.
Yeah, when I did this last time, I did not get hit at all.
Because it doesn't even look like the lightning gets... Okay, wow. Okay,
they fire at random intervals.
Because graphically, it doesn't look like you can even get close enough, but it's just barely close enough, I guess.
Yeah, before they were firing, like, when they were turning away from me. I did this. You know what? Just show the previous effort. I'll put it like in the corner somewhere, like on the border. Oh, we should make new borders with our new logo.
Oh yeah. Hello.
I got more plates.
Okay, cool.
4
Good.
orange ones. They are now yours. If you ever move out, Mark, they're going with you. Because they don't match any of my other plates.
Okay.
I like this turning around sprite for Sparkster.
Mm-hmm.
What you staring at? Hey. Let's get going.
Nice.
Those things shoot beams, and those beams reflect off those robots. Like that. I beam of robots.
Nice.
Last time I mentioned that there should have been like a jetpack side-scrolling level like there were in the first game, and they should have put those guys in that level.
Do robots beam of electric possums?
No. They beam of jetpack possums. Come on now. Everyone knows this.
I do find it hilarious that Moraith is pretty much a damn reference to that book.
Oh, so is Sheet Man.
Oh yeah.
That's why there's a Sheet Man. In fact, Mega Man X even references the first law of robotics. I'm not going to make a save state because I got half health. And I know I got less than half health, and I know I can get here without taking a hit. I was too busy listening to you talk about sheep things.
Look, it's that one guy who I can't remember their name because it was ridiculous.
General something something lioness.
Yeah, that.
So, wait, lioness, is it a guy or a girl? It's ma'am! It's ma'am, sir. So are you a ma'am or a sir? Yes.
Yeah, I gotta go check on that now. It should still be up. Is that lioness? No, it says lioness.
Read the full name.
Generalissimo Lioness.
Okay, yeah. I have no problem calling this thing a girl.
Even though lionesses not have mains?
Well, you know, it identifies as a lioness, okay? we're more...
We're getting into lion gender politics.
We've gotten into every other kind of politics.
I attack you and now I'm dead. Alright. Up out of here. Play daddy.
Ah! She crushed me, she.
Are you a girl or a boy? Are you a boy or a girl? I said it in the wrong order, but I guess it doesn't really matter.
Look, I don't care if you identify as an attack helicopter.
Oh!
I'm gonna steal this button that you so graciously gave me and use it to launch my missile.
You saved me!
Say goodbye to your planet, Smuckers!
Oh boy, here we go. More space shit, let's go.
Alright, come on, Princess. We gotta get you to safety. But what about you? Well, there'll be no safety if I don't stop that missile.
Yeah.
Bye!
Bye! Man, looks like waving comes naturally in her family.
Whee! See, right there, they could have put like a jetpack level in space. But they didn't.
But we're just there. We're just there.
Yep. I like how well his tail animates.
Oh, wow, that's fluid. That was a fluid tail.
I like his walk cycle in general. That is a really good walk cycle. And look at his ears and his hair.
The way they move when he walks. Realistic hair physics! Look at it! Or was it simulation? I can't remember.
So...
Yes, yes.
Damn it.
Let's try that again. From the top. Is irritated.
Yes. Take on it. I'm gonna wait for this to clear out a little bit more, and then...
Oh!
I'm surprised how fast that robot fight went.
Yeah.
Last time it was the robot fight, this time it was the actual fight before the robot.
These games love to show Sparkster from the front.
Mm-hmm. That's a thing. Oh no, Sparkster might be dead. No, I'm not.
I'm alive. He's alive.
Victory! So in our first recording, we had mentioned about Jasmine.
Oh, right. Yeah, we talked quite a bit about our... Yeah, like last week. And I made a post on our channel, of course, so you guys probably saw that.
It's in the community tab.
That's probably the thing I like most about having 1,000 subscribers, honestly. But yeah.
X-Lay is a shooter game from Konami.
That was, Mike had to stay the night because we just didn't feel like recording that day. Yeah, when we lost Jasmine, that was rough. Yeah, man! Yeah, man!
Special thanks to the Rocket Knight Adventures team.
Good job, guys!
We wouldn't have this pseudo-sequel without you.
And all Konami staff!
Yeah, I wish I'd known this game existed, K-Tom. Because I played the original... I played the hell of the original at my dad's house. He bought the game for his Sega Genesis. But I had a Super Nintendo at home, living with my mother. And... You know, so I loved Rocket Knight Adventures, and I would have killed to have a game like it on the Super Nintendo. And that game existed, and I didn't know it existed.
Wow.
I wish I had known. I wish I grew up with this game. I'd probably not suck as much as I do at it.
Maybe. Challenge very hard.
No.
No. No. How about no?
How about bad game? Bye.
Bye-bye.